Richard and Emma Wilson have been happily married for about 4 years. Richard works at a marine research facility in West Vancouver, Canada, and Emma is a homemaker. The couple lived in a beautiful, spacious home and were content with their peaceful lives. But they felt something was missing, a little laughter and a little mischief from a long-wanted child. Hello, Emma? Richard, can you come home early tonight? I can try. Is everything okay? Yeah, everything's fine. I just have some news for you. What? You'll have to come home early to find out. Emma! Emma! Before Richard could ask anything more, Emma disconnected the line. She didn't pick up his calls all day. And worried as he was, Richard went home early. Emma, where are you? Richard searched the silent house. Emma wasn't in her room, in her study. Finally walking into the kitchen, he found the table decorated with a gift and a note. Surprise! No. You're not catching me off guard this time. It's not your birthday, not our anniversary. Emma laughed as Richard went on and on. Richard, read the note. What? What's on the note? What? Are you serious? No. Seriously? I'm gonna be a dad? Yes. Richard couldn't have been happier. The news brought him so much joy. The couple called up friends and family. They started preparing, and Richard couldn't stop imagining all the things he would do with his child. We're gonna go hunting for caribou on the weekends, gonna go out at sea to fish, gonna teach him or her how to sail the boat. Hold on there, you're gonna teach my newborn how to sail your boat? In the following months, Emma rearranged the house to make a nursery and started stocking up on all the things she needed. After an accident some years back, Emma had lost her hand, but luckily, with a prosthetic replacement, she managed well, and it wasn't an issue for her. Richard, however, was a bit concerned. Both her and his relatives lived abroad, so they wouldn't be able to travel so far to look after Emma. So Richard, even with his busy schedule, tried to be there for her. Before they knew it, 9 months passed so quickly, and the couple were holding their baby in their arms. It's a boy, Liam. Liam was the most precious, most loved of his parents. Now in the Wilson household, time was flying as the couple noted down every memorable milestone. When Liam first sat up, when Liam ate his first bite of food, when Liam started walking, when Liam started jumping and running. Liam, watch out! Liam is almost 5 years old and he still doesn't have any balance. Have you seen how many times I've had to catch him? Liam, you need to do some balancing exercise. Come on, Liam. Leg up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Leg change. 1, 2, 3, 4. Watching their son grow up so fast, Emma and Richard were grateful and cherished each and every moment. As the months went by in play and games, Liam soon became 5 years old, and it came time for school. Liam was a mischievous little boy, always getting into trouble. So much so that in the first few months, Emma was at her wits' end having to talk to his teachers because Liam was constantly getting into trouble at school. One day, Emma had taken Liam to the playground just a block away from their house. Go play, I'll be right here. As Liam joined the other kids, Emma got talking with her neighbors. A while later, however, the women were all startled to hear one of the kids crying. Emma and the others all rushed to see what happened. She was shocked to see a boy had bruised his head, and Liam quietly standing next to him. How did this happen, Tommy? He did it! He hit me with a brick! Turned out, Liam had gotten into a fight. but it was Emma who had to deal with the consequences. Don't you teach your kids how to get along with others? Look what he's done. This is unacceptable. I'm so sorry, Mrs. Collins. I'm sure Liam didn't mean to. They're all still very young. Despite being apologetic, the woman went on and on, humiliating her in front of everyone at the park, and Emma remained quiet. The following day, she dropped by Mrs. Collins' house with a gift to make it up. But Liam, he got a scolding like never before. Liam, what did you think you were doing? Is this how we treat other people? You'll be grounded for a week. No more going to the park, no more games. Emma, take it easy. He's a kid. So what if you got into a fight? It happens. If he doesn't learn his lesson now, this is going to continue, Richard. His teachers have been complaining so much. All right. Do what you think best. Chocolate? Thanks, Dad. Hold on a minute. You can have this, but promise you won't get into any fights, okay? Promise. Liam was well behaved since then, but the damage had been done, and Emma realized a lot of her neighbors were saying a lot of things about her. So with Thanksgiving coming up, she decided to host a party and clear up any misconceptions. What a wonderful get-together. Have you heard there's a cooking class this Friday at the community center? Jenna and I are going. You should go too. Sure, I'd love to. Oh, that's the turkey in the oven. I'll be right back. That evening, everyone was enjoying themselves and things were going fine. But the minute she came out of the kitchen with the snacks, she found the ladies getting up to leave. And it wasn't long before she realized Liam had said some offensive things to them. I think we're better off leaving. No, please, don't leave so early. Have dinner before you go. Emma only managed to keep the guests for a while longer. And as they went out the door, she overheard them murmuring, I would never raise my child like that. Did you see how Liam was behaving with Jenna? Why doesn't Emma teach him some manners? What do you expect? She's not fit to be a mother. Now in the silent house, Emma looked at Liam fiddling with his fingers. She couldn't help the tears of embarrassment. Liam stood by her door and watched her cry in bed. She didn't scold him. She didn't look at him. I'm sorry, Mom. And she didn't even talk to him. When Richard came home, he was surprised to see Emma hadn't prepared dinner. Liam had fallen asleep on the couch. Emma, is everything okay? Richard, you're back? I fell asleep. What happened? Why was Liam sleeping on the couch? Emma explained everything that happened in all these days and how embarrassing it was to have to deal with Liam's behavior. What are they all thinking about us? That we're awful parents? The way I see it, this son of yours will be a cause for shame. Emma, you're overthinking it. Things are gonna be fine. Boys make a little mischief as is. But we have to talk to him in simpler terms. You can't give up, Emma. The next morning, Emma had almost forgotten about the previous day. She made a big breakfast and woke Liam up early. And sharp at 8, Richard went off for work, and Emma walked Liam to the bus stand for school. Returning home, she spent the next few hours cleaning the mess from yesterday. It was an hour before Liam would be back that she went around to vacuum, when, to her surprise, she saw Liam sitting on the couch. Had he sneaked back home from the bus stand? Or had he run off from school? Liam, what are you doing here? Didn't you go to school? But Liam was silent. Liam, I'm talking to you. Nervously, Liam turned around, and Emma noticed a bruise on his forehead. All of a sudden, she calmed down and asked him, How did you get hurt? I'm sorry, Mom. Did you get into another fight and run off from school? Liam looked down at his lap and fumbled with his fingers again. I'm sorry, Mom. I know I caused you a lot of trouble that day, but I was only trying to tell them you aren't like that. Look, Mrs. Wilson is so weird. She doesn't have a hand. Or is she a robot? Liam's mom is a robot. Hurry, run from the RoboCop. What did you say about my mother? Oh, that's the turkey in the oven. Girls, hear this. I saw Emma being a bit too friendly with that college boy down the block. I think something's going on, if you know what I mean. Her husband doesn't have a clue what's going on in his own house while he's away. You're a liar. I was with my mother. Excuse you, young man. You shouldn't be eavesdropping on others. Hasn't your mother ever taught you manners? Oh, how could she? She's not fit to raise a child. A cripple. Don't say about my mother what you don't know, Mrs. Patterson. How rude. I can't stay here a second longer. These people have no respect for others. Come on, girls. Are you all going to stay here to be humiliated? Let's leave. Listening to Liam, Emma was exasperated. She imagined having to go over to his school and fix up his mess. Was he suspended? Had he hurt anyone? She would have to face the same embarrassment and humiliation once again. Go to your room. I'll bring the first aid kit. We'll talk about this when your father gets home. This boy, he doesn't want to understand anything. Emma was getting ready to take Liam back to school when the phone started to ring. An angry parent, an angry teacher. Who was it this time? Hello, may I speak to the mother of Liam Wilson? Who is speaking? This is the school principal. Liam must have taken it too far this time. Yes, I'm Mrs. Wilson. Is everything all right? I don't know how to explain this to you. This morning, the teacher had gone out of the classroom to gather some papers for the students. Liam had climbed onto one of the tables and... Emma interrupted. I've had it with his behavior. I assure you, when Liam's father gets back, Liam will get the punishment he deserves. No, you don't understand. Your son, the teacher couldn't catch him on time. Liam slipped and hit his head. I'm sorry. We took him to the hospital immediately. What? Hospital? What are you talking about? My son is at home. I'm sorry, Mrs. Wilson. Emma dropped the phone and ran up the stairs in disbelief. Liam? Liam! She called out as she burst into his room. Seeing him sitting by the window, Emma wrapped her arms around him and showered him with kisses. My boy! I'm sorry, Mom. I promise I'll never do it again. Your principal called. I got so worried for you. Just then, Emma heard the front door downstairs shut. And in seconds, someone ran up the stairs. Richard, you're home? We have to go right now, Emma. Why? What happened? Didn't the school call you? Liam is in the hospital. I don't know what that was about. Liam is right here. Emma turned around and saw she was all alone in the room. Richard shook her back to her senses before he pulled her out. They drove as fast as they could and reached the hospital. Devastated to find Liam unconscious, his head wrapped in bandages. Doctor, how is he? Liam was brought here in a very bad condition. There was severe damage to his skull. We weren't sure if we would be able to save him. In fact, we lost him, and we thought we lost him forever. But after trying for quite a while, we were able to resuscitate him. Your child is recovering now. You two are lucky parents, Mr. and Mrs. Wilson. Liam woke up, squinting to see his parents jump up from his chairs and take him in their arms. Liam, my son. Mom? Dad? I think I need to do more balancing exercise. If you enjoyed this story, please like and subscribe to my channel and share this video with your friends and family.